So it is our second part for the lessons number 7. I'll show the information for our courses. 1 minute. Show our information. We do our formula number 1, 2, and now we do our formula 3 and 4. So half percent of our task we already done in the first part of our lessons. So our third formulas, please write on your list or in your electronic documents third formulas, and we need to calculate it what it is value added tax, and we say early about these parameters that it is 20% from sums or adding such parameters as CV. We used these parameters, it is custom value according to the custom conclusions of a custom experts. We already used these parameters in our first formula. It is first parameters in first formulas. And also I show in our table. Also, we used such parameter as D. It is the result of our first formulas. And the result of our second formulas, please find these three parameters and the adding of these parameters, please multiply by 20%. By we don't multiply it by the percent, we multiplied 0.2. Multiplied by 0.2. Remember about it, please, and calculate it now. Write what is equal to open quantity, find CV from first parameters, first formulas, add D, the result first formulas, and add the result of second formulas. Close quantity and multiply by 0.2. I leave 20% for your understanding these parameters, but we don't multiply it on person. The result we also have in green, so can write UHH. Yes. I calculated it. And it is, you need some minutes to do it. Okay, and our last formula, it is formula number 4. Please write 4. It is the result of our customs payment, the O of our customs payment for one car, which we have in by our variance. So we need to write TA is equal to, what is TA? It is the total amount of payments. So we use TA, short formulas for these parameters. Right, is equal to find such parameters as CD. Under the formula number 4, we can to read that CD is customs duty and equivalent to 15 euros. So we write for all variants 15 euros and use courses on today in euros. Now I show the course on today. It is the information on our first page. 1 euro, it is 44.61 hryvnias. Yes, right, please, the courses. Our next parameters in formula number 4, come back, add our result of our formula number 1, G, it is duty, our duty, and also add the result of our formula number 2. Yes. And the last parameters, it is the result of our formula number 3. And find the result, right is equal to, and the result also in greenness, and leave 2 parameters after point. It is enough.
I'm sorry, can you please repeat about customs duty? We should multiply 15 to the course, right?
Yes, 15 euros. We write 15 multiplied by our courses. Let us, I write it also. It is equal to 15 multiplied and our courses 4461, and also plus the next parameters, the result of your variance, and next. I write in chat. If you calculated these formulas, it is the answer for our task 4.1. So you can to write that answer, and we need to pay, and the result of our formula number 4. So how many money we need to pay about customs procedures with our car? You can see that if you have new car, this customs payment is not very big. But if we have a very no, old of our car, say it is 5 years, 8 years, that customs payment is more big part from the cost of our car. It is about ecology situation, and to do this payment that we need to buy a new car, and it is more ecological situation for us and for everywhere. So please write the answer as a result of our formula number 4, and it is all on today with our calculations. On the next practical lessons, on the next week, we will be calculated the next task. It is task 4.2, and we do this text on the second model. So we next week it is model week. So from Monday to Saturday you can write model tests in Zoom. It was open in every time during this periods of days, so you can write this test. You can write test twice, for example, also once if the result is good for you, or twice if you need to do it better. From first task to task 4.1, which we can to do on our practical lessons, it is this homework who can send me yet these tasks. Please do it during the modules week, no, for to Saturday. It will be 26th of October. So I wait to 26th of October. It was our 60% of the result, yes, and your test, it is 40% of balls, the result maximum you can to have during the testing. Okay, I stopped our using screen. And we also have time to finish our lessons, and I have questions from your lectures. We need to discuss these questions, or for example, you can to write a short answers, for example, as your homework. Or discuss now if it is good for your position now. I write these questions in our chat. 1 minute. It is questions about previous lection materials because we don't discuss about lections. Maybe free practical lessons we can to do it because we have big tasks and we calculated all periods of our practical lessons. So now we have 8 questions for your lection materials. I also connected these questions to our platform of Moodle when you can do download your homework and a short answer on these questions you can or discuss now or write now in chat or for example to do it as homework. I think it is a big part of lection materials, and you can to write maybe now some questions. I also saved it and to use it for your balls on practical lessons, or you can do it as homework. Very, very short answers, not very big. It is your opinions. It is information which you hear on lections, or for example, your practicals. If you work somewhere, worked or working now in this period. So please try to do a short answers on these 8 questions now. If you want to discuss or need to discuss something else, so can to tune on your microphone and answer. Okay, I wait your answer now and connected these questions to our platform of Moodle. So you can to find it later. Okay, I connected these questions to our platform of Moodle, so it can be as your homework, or for example, you can answer now on these questions, and I saved it in my journal. And maybe I stopped our recording on this moment because we do all informations that other students can do see it later, or you can to see it later and understanding better maybe something if you don't do it today.